Mania has had irreparable technical difficulties and has been replaced in Heat 2 by Coffin Bot to join Tricerabot, the Revolutionist, Bot Ugly, Unibite, and Sobek. And there's Coffin Bot, looking like a coffee table.
Roboteers, stand by.
Well, if you thought it was crowded in the arena, take a look at the the teams up in the box. It's going to get hot and bothered up in there. So the house robots in this round are going to be Sergeant Bash and his flamethrower. And joining Sergeant Bash in the other corner patrol zone is the matriarch of mayhem, Matilda.
3, 2, 1.
Let the carnage begin. Unify in there with a bit of a spin around to see if it can do any damage. It's trying to take a piece out of Coffin Bot. There's Tricerabot into the Revolutionist. But Ugly backs up and Unibite backs up too. Everybody's in the reverse gear. The Revolutionist, who was boasting about his 180-mile-an-hour revolution, but I haven't seen him spin once in this heat. And Tricerabot tilts off on his cousin, the Purple Croc, and he rips one of his wheels off. Well, that's going to definitely slow down the Purple Croc from any forward progress. And the Revolutionist goes right in behind the Purple Croc. Everybody's ganging up on him. There's Brian Dave, the bragger, up there for the Revolutionist. Unibite's doing a little bit of a spin, dropping right in on Sobek, trying to finish him off, it looks like. Oh, Tricerabot drops in with those little wicker horns and tries to do a bit of damage on Unibite. The Revolutionist doesn't seem to be spinning any bit at all, and Unibite could be out of it. Oh, that would be an upset. They were so strong, and the Revolutionist has got all kinds of speed, no spinning power, but he's stuck Coffin Bot in the corner patrol zone, and you know what that means? It's time for Sergeant Bash! Well, it's a good thing it's a coffin already, because we're getting ready for a real burial. So if you're in the corner patrol zone, the house bots can have their way, and if you're immobilized like Unibite right there, you're in a lot of trouble as well. Oh, the poor little hobbled Sobek got no wheels left to move. He's trying, but the Revolutionist seems to have been gone through this whole thing unscathed as the 10-second count goes down. Well, those two right there, Tricerabot and the Revolutionist, look like they've done the best in this round. We'll see what the judges got to say. Well, there it is. Absolute carnage in the arena. Plenty of dead bots. So while we're waiting for the judge's decision, let's look at some of the carnage from that round. Tricerabot was getting a lot of digs in. Unibite had a really good start. Coffin Bot was dead from the beginning. In fact, the judges won't have too hard a time deciding. Hardly anybody left.
Okay, they're telling us the judges have reached a decision, and that decision is the Revolutionist. Look, I'm going to make a startling confession here. I'm supposed to be bipartisan, but I was really pulling for you guys because we talked a little bit earlier, and one thing I'm going to suggest, we want to make this like a wrestling interview. You say whatever you want, but just preface that with the words, "Let me tell you something, brother." Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, brother.
There you go.
What I mean to tell you is this bot can really shred some bot. So look out.
That was impressive. Can you follow that up with anything?
It's very hard to follow, but all I can say is that there's a revolution in the robot world.
Let me tell you, brother, there's more than a revolution. It looks like you guys are in a Broadway musical. So the Revolutionist squeaks through to join the Brood in the semifinals.
We've got 10 robots down. 2 robots have moved on. Nuts will fly and bolts will spill. Who's got the robot with the greatest skills? Only one way to find out. Stick around.